Today I will show you how to make a delicious sandwich that is not only low in calories but also contains 43 grams of protein. Let's start with the bread. I chose a French baguette for this recipe, and that's for two reasons. First, a French baguette is typically made with flour, water and yeast without the extra addition of oil or butter, which keeps it on the lower end of the calorie range for bread. It has around 260 calories per 100 gram, so if you cut yourself a baguette like mine, which is about 16 centimeters or 6.5 inches long, you will get a 110 grams baguette with approximately 290 calories. However, here's a small hack, which is the second reason I chose a baguette. Slice the bread in half and now you can simply remove all of the soft part of the inner bread. Yes, this is a waste of food, however, because it's only flour in water, it's not that bad in my opinion. You can actually save almost half of the weight and thus calories by doing this. As you can see, this now weighs 67 grams and will still give you the chewy bread texture that we all love without the excess calories that are kind of unnecessary. Moving on, let's talk about the sauce. Most sauces are made from one of these two ingredients, butter or mayonnaise. Sauces made from these two ingredients are incredibly delicious but also incredibly high in calories, as they both have 700 calories per 100 gram. A tablespoon of mayonnaise with 15 grams has over 100 calories. So instead of using these, I will use a combination of two other ingredients. First is fat-free cream cheese. This is a very low calorie and high protein ingredient that tastes delicious. However, if you cannot find this, there is also a light cream cheese with 4 grams of fat and slightly higher calories, which is not that big of a deal. So place it on a scale and remove 30 grams of cream cheese and put it into a bowl. Next is mayonnaise, but the light version. This is a very similar taste to the regular mayo, but has only 1/3 of the calories because it has less oil. If you cannot find light mayo, you can also use a combination of nonfat Greek yogurt and a bit of honey to replicate the sweetness of mayo. Add 15 grams of light mayonnaise to the bowl. Next, add 5 grams of hot sauce. I have here Frank's hot sauce, but any other low-calorie sauce like Tabasco works as well. Next is a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder and a small pinch of salt. Then mix this until it turns into a smooth and creamy consistency. Next up is the protein sauce. There is a variety of cold meats to choose from, all of which are exceptional protein sauces. They range from 100 to 150 calories with over 20 up to 29 grams of protein depending on your choice. Some examples that I would choose are pastrami beef, lean pork that is very underrated in my opinion, the classic meat which is turkey or chicken breast, and an Italian specialty called bresaola. This is beef but is quite expensive. All of them have one thing in common, and that is that they are very lean cuts of meat. What I wouldn't advise you to use is a fatty cut like salami or pepperoni, as these contain a lot of fat, as you can see at these white spots. This one has 340 calories, which is 3 times higher than turkey or chicken breast. Regardless of your meat choice, I would start with 100 grams of meat per sandwich, and you can also combine more meats if you like. Now let's talk about the cheese. Instead of using the more common high-fat cheeses like cheddar that are very high in calories, here are some alternatives. First, shredded mozzarella cheese. This is available as a fat-reduced version, which will lower the calories a bit more, but regular mozzarella is fine as well. Next is light feta cheese. This is a very good protein sauce. It had 160 calories and 19 grams of protein. This is better than most protein bars and tastes delicious. The next cheese in the list are these little balls here called babybells. They are usually eaten as a quick snack, however they have a fat-reduced version as well, and look at these macros. One babybell has 42 calories and 5 grams of protein, which is amazing for a cheese. It is also quite soft and perfect on a sandwich. But my personal favorite is fresh mozzarella cheese, which is available in most groceries. After removing the water, you will end up with a small cheese ball that feels like a gummy bear. Use half of the cheese per sandwich and store the other half in the fridge. Slice this half into thin pieces, which weigh about 65 grams in total and has 105 calories with 13 grams of protein. Regardless of which cheese you choose, aim for about 100 calories worth of cheese per sandwich. The last thing to prepare are the toppings. I recommend using a combination of chopped Roman lettuce, a few small tomatoes and some pickles to add tangy flavor, which works perfectly on a sandwich. It's important to use vegetables that are soft and easy to chew and not something like a carrot. And now it's time to build the sandwich. First, spread the sauce on both sides of the bread, then add your meat choice. In my case, I will add 50 grams of beef and 50 grams of turkey, then place the cheese on top of the meat, follow this with lettuce, the pickles and the tomatoes, and finally add a small pinch of salt on top of the vegetables. Top it with the other half of the bread and look at this absolute beauty. All you need to do now is take out some parchment paper and wrap it very tightly to prevent anything from falling out when you bite into it. And now look at this after I've cut this sandwich in half. absolutely beautiful. And I'm telling you, this tastes so good, you need to try it out. The macros for the entire sub are 473 calories, 41 grams of carbs, 14 grams of fat, and 43 grams of protein. Remember that I've written a cookbook. I'm very proud of this. It has over 190 recipes at this point. Everything in here is designed to help you lose weight and keep it off. Low calorie, high protein meals. It has breakfast, it has lunch, it has dessert. It has basically everything. I also have nutritional tables with high protein food, low calorie vegetables. Everything you need is in there. And also, every time I make a new update, you will get it for free after you've purchased it. Link is in the description.